There once was a boy who liked movies.
Based on the book by French novelist classic We All Owe Ourselves to See. The family tried to be a comedy, tried to be a drama, an action, a gangster, but didn't succeed at anything other than being a bad movie. Trevor's trailers all started with Mr. Movie Phone's 6-second reviews.
Great work by the cast in one of the better suspense dramas of the year. You'll be held captive by prisoners. Amazing!
Prisoners didn't use a lot of background music and relied 100% on the actors, and they gave 200%. Hugh Jackman has all... I became inspired by the idea to review movies in a fast-paced environment. It was better for me than watching a 10-minute review. I pitched the idea to the class, and they gave me a 30-second time slot.
And he offered to help us out with a new segment here on SBTV. Here's Trevor's trailers.
Les Miserables. Ever since then, it kind of just took off. People liked it enough to keep asking for it, so it stayed. I went and saw more and more movies. I became in love with the idea of reviewing films. At first, I wanted to be called Movie Reviews in 30 Seconds, but somebody suggested Trevor's Trailers and it kind of stuck with me. I remember getting asked the same questions so much that I interviewed myself. Pleasure to have you. Well, thank you, Trevor. Do you really watch all the movies you review?
Well, yes, I find it rather hard to have an opinion on a movie you haven't watched.
Not recommended. I've come a long way since my first episode. I have grown with the show, and Trevor's Trailers has taught me so much about myself. So I want to thank you all that kept up with me. For my final ever episode, I wanted to give everybody my top 5 movies of all time that I've seen. Number 5, Evil Dead, the trilogy, is a scary movie I always talk about, and I believe was the best ever to blend comedy and horror. Number 4, Titanic was the coolest love story of all time because there was revolutionary action to mix with the romance. Number 3, The Shining was the best suspense thriller of all time with a deep story to back it up. Number 2, Blue Valentine was the only movie to bring me to tears, and I don't cry. Its story was the best told to date.
You always stay the sweetest rose and crush it until the petals fall.
And number 1,
Royale with cheese.
Pulp Fiction takes the cake with my favorite movie of all time. It's cool, it's fun, it's nasty, and it's everything in between.
And you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris? They call it Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
Well, thank you so much, Skyline. It's been a great 3 years. Lights, please.